Cymbidiums are one of the most popular and easy orchids you can grow. They get by on neglect and will multiply and put out leaves in all kinds of different conditions. But getting them to bloom is another story. It requires just a couple of tricks, and I'm going to show you what they are coming up. If you find this video useful, helpful, you learned something, consider subscribing and hit the bell icon for updates for future videos. And give us a thumbs up while you're there. So now, Cymbidiums are native to cool tropical jungles. That's why they do so well here in Southern California outdoors, and that's why we love them. We don't have to worry about them in the wintertime. If you do live in a cold climate, you can bring them indoors in the winter, no problem. Typically they bloom in early spring, but there's a few things you have to put in place now in fall, specifically the 1st of September, to get them ready so they will be able to bloom. The first is fertilizer. Now, Cymbidiums grow all year long. They don't have a dormant period, so they do always need a little bit of nitrogen. However, in September, you want to switch from a high nitrogen fertilizer, which is the high first number, to a fertilizer with a formula that includes more ingredients for bloom production. And so you're going to want like a 15-30-15 or a 10-30-10, something with a high middle number. This higher percentage of phosphorus and potassium are going to encourage the bloom spikes in early spring. You can use a slow release fertilizer spike or a liquid fertilizer every couple of weeks. The second thing is light. Starting in May and through the summer months, you want to protect your Cymbidium from the strong, hot sun of the summer. And so you want to put it under kind of an open tree or something where it's going to get about 50% shade. However, in September, when the weather is cooling down, you want to bring those plants out into more bright sunlight. In winter here, they can even take almost full sun. If you live in a cold climate and are bringing them indoors, you want to make sure they're going to be in a very sunny window. A good rule of thumb with Cymbidiums, how do you tell if you're getting the right amount of sun or shade, is to look at the leaf color. If they're a bright, healthy looking green, you're doing it wrong. There's too much shade. You actually want the leaves to be kind of a unhealthier, yellowy color. Go figure. You especially want the light to hit the pseudobulbs. If the plant is super crowded, you want to consider dividing the clump so the sun can reach all of them. As a final step, you want to cut off any diseased or dead leaves, dead ends. You can give it a snip right there. Just don't cut off any parts that are healthy looking, because the plant needs all of those green leaves to be able to pull in the sunshine, the food, to be able to prepare for the bloom in the springtime. So if you follow these steps, when springtime gets here, your Cymbidium is going to put on an amazing show for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did learn something, please consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up, and hit the bell icon for future video updates. I'll see you guys next time.